Hey friends, welcome to the Stationery Cafe, your podcast for everything stationery, journaling, and planning related. This is April from Penguins Creative, and we have Kelly from Kellyloveletters here with me today, and we're going to talk about living the analog life and fun things in the community. So join us with a drink and let's chat about what's new in the stationery world. Hey Kelly, how's it going?
Hey, it's good. I'm just trying to push up my glasses and I'm not wearing them. What kind of drink do you have going on today?
Oh, I made myself a really nice and cozy milk tea because it's that time of the
Ooh.
month for
Oh,
me.
nice.
I got a new mug. I feel like I've
Ooh.
been getting new mugs every month now, but this is a Hasami mug. Have you heard of these?
Is that the one that's on the Travelers right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the texture is super interesting. I think I've been loving the analog extending to things in your life.
Oh, yeah.
Like you look at wood, right? Because you now work at
Oh,
wood and you feel the wood.
yeah.
So this ceramic is this mug, it's porcelain ceramic, but it's because they add crushed stone into like the clay mixture. So when you
Mm.
hold it, it kind of felt a little rough and
Okay.
it feels like you're touching ground. So
That's nice.
it's very analog. Or
Yeah, it's definitely all about the texture.
tactile. That's the word I was
Mm-hmm.
looking for. A very tactile feeling as I'm drinking a hot drink, and we don't sell it on the traveler's site, but eventually I want to buy because the whole Hasamic porcelain thing is that it's stackable. So you can buy these tiny
Mm.
plates that stack on top where you can put the
Ooh.
tea bag, like kind of rest the tea bag on.
Yes.
It's really cute. You can put your
Nice.
little candy or snack on top next to it. So I want a whole
That
set of
sounds
it.
like a lovely experience. I just have my limoncello LaCroix. It's
Well,
been a while.
it's been a while since you had a LaCroix, so that's
Yeah.
nice. Cool. So happy New Year, everyone. It's 2025.
Oh my gosh.
We are back with the Stationery Cafe. As I was reading the intro, I was thinking to myself, we're still introducing ourselves as like from Penguins Creator, from Kelly Love Letters, but both of our resolve this year was kind of trying to steer away from Instagram. So
Yes.
will we even be referred to as these handles anymore in the future? Who knows?
Well, did you secure the handle elsewhere like I did?
Well, I do have Blue Sky, but that one I think I don't know if I use Penguin's Creative. And on Substack, I use the Penguin Post, so it's a complete different one. Pivoting.
Right. Well,
Um,
it's still penguin though.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh my
it's
gosh.
it's an odd year. Off to a rough start in many places. Just
Mhm.
the world testing us humans seriously. Um,
Mhm.
so
Yeah, it's
I
really
mean,
not great. Should we do you
what
want
more
to
can we
jump
say?
in to the yeah. I Okay, but can I just really quick, I feel like I should put out a PSA for everybody because I noticed some friends of mine on Instagram that I know for absolute certainty because I'm like, at least semi close to them, if not very close to them, that they are not Trump people, okay?
Uh-huh.
They're not into it. And so if you go to either JD Vance or Trump's official Instagram page, it says they're following him.
Yeah, no, I read
So I
that.
think they're doing like this auto follow thing, and that just makes me want to dip out immediately. Like I don't I don't want anything to do with this meta crap, and like I
Yeah,
but
I
at the same time it's like we connect with so many people on Instagram, and it's been such a nice community platform, so I would really like to kind of migrate people over somewhere else, but
take
I
them
don't
all
really
with
know how to
us.
do that.
Come
Yeah.
on to this ship, and
Exactly.
we're off selling. It's funny because I
Yeah.
was literally journaling about this sentiment last night in my new take a note. Um, how I ended my Hobonichi relationship last year. It was a 10-year era. And
Mm-hmm.
if this year's the year I end my relationship with Instagram, I think it counts back to, I think 2014 is the year that 2013, I guess. So when I really jumpstart my stationery kind of Instagram account.
Yeah.
So that's a decade too.
Oh, shoot.
Just
that mine might have been not too long after you. Maybe I think I might have started my Kellyloveletters after I started working at Oblation. So
that's pretty.
maybe
Well, it's still it's still like 8
that was
years?
at least like 6 years ago.
6 years ago. So
Ish.
that's right. I did reminisce on all the friendships and people that followed me, and throughout this time. But then there's also a little bit of like those people that follow you. What if some of them voted for Trump? Like
oh man,
I
feel like I feel like we are at the point now where like
undertone.
I don't think so. I don't think anybody listening to this right now voted for Trump. I hope you didn't.
Well, our stance is pretty clear. So
yeah, I don't think we've really been hiding, like they do about white supremacy. But anyway.
Oh man, so yeah, a lot that's been digesting and going through my head this whole. I was like, this whole year. It's only been a month.
It's so brutal.
So many changes, but we'll get into that. But first of all, let's catch up between the two of us, because we haven't talked to each other in a month as well, because it's been since the holidays and the New Year. So we gotta catch up on our stationery things.
Yes.
Should I start?
I want to. I want to let people know too that like usually April and I talk like a little bit before we start recording, but this time we kind of just went right in. So
we sometimes just go straight into. Oh, it's okay.
Yeah. I just feel like we're really in it this time.
So for me, it's been a week since I came back from my trip. So last time I talked about me traveling to Seoul and to Taipei. So I'm back, and I had a full week, including the weekend, to finally settle back into the time zone, and then also work-wise, mental-wise, and then to be bombarded by this Monday. But anyway, I took fully advantage of that last week, to catch up in my journals, because I didn't bring my take a note with me to my trip. I mean,
but you did bring you bought a take a note.
That one I bought before. I was picking it up there.
Okay.
But anyway, the notebook that is replacing my Hobonichi, the memory keeping journal one. The take a note I didn't bring with me. It's a big A5 one. So I spent quite a lot of time last week catching up, but happily not as much time as I needed, because the half-page format filled up so fast. It's so good. I love it. I actually felt more rejuvenated with decorating and playing with the spread and writing things. It felt very exciting, like I'm back in those early days of using the Hobonichi. So it was really, really fun for me.
Nice.
I actually journaled every night so far, also because there's just been a lot going on, with the world.
Yeah.
And then what else did I do? My other journals are fine. They are working as they should. However, I watch Mitz. It's never too late to start a journal video. My Life Mitz, and she only just set up her Traverse notebook, like dated refill. I think I forgot which one actually, but that reminded me I have a monthly, like the Traverse Diary 2025 monthly refill. And I'm like, oh, I need to find something to use it for.
Hey, guess what? I have that too, and I thought I had a reason for it, and I don't. I don't know what to do.
So my purpose, I actually, because I just bought the monthly one because I wanted the sticker. Bought the book for the sticker, of course. You're there too.
Literally what I did too.
But because it's just a monthly calendar, I'm actually using it now to track like coffee shop So essentially, cafe diary
Oh.
or cafe tracker. So it's not for like
Mm.
every meal out, but if I like visit a nice cafe or get a coffee somewhere, I kind of like write down the name of the store. And it's perfect because I was in Seoul and Taipei, and I think I stopped by like at least two a day. So
Oh, sweet.
it
Oh
filled
man,
up
I want
really
to do that.
fast that first 2 weeks. Actually, I
Mm.
start tracking it at the end of December too because I was already in Seoul then. So
Oh,
it
I
was
want to
great.
do that. That sounds cute.
So now it's super cute because I just like, it has each little monthly block has the name of the cafe I went to. And then I just
Yeah.
decorated with a ton of like coffee theme ephemeras that we
Oh
both
God.
have, washi
Oh my
stickers.
gosh.
So
I
I
can't stop buying it.
I figure going to cafes is definitely a thing that I'll be doing throughout this year
Oh
very
yes.
consistently. So it'd be fun to track, which ones do I go to a lot or which new ones I explored. And I thought with the empty spaces, I could tip in business cards of the
Mm.
cafes, so make the
Yeah, that's
give the
super cute.
give the page a little flair. Although I think I collected only like one to two business cards for my trip. It's okay. It'll fill up throughout this year because there's a lot of travels ahead of me.
Oh yeah.
Um, and then the 3 year diary. So I've been writing
Yeah.
consistently with the in the Midori 3 year gate diary. No thanks to all the shitty things happening in the news around us today. so
Mm-hmm.
so it's been easy to write about world events.
Yeah,
I
it
I
has. Oh
I
my God.
guess like there's things happening in our city, like in our country, there's things happening in my home country, and there's like things happening everywhere. So
Yeah.
that 3 year gate, as I shared last time, is my current events tracker, because it's fun to look back years later to be like, oh, on this day this happened, so
Fun? I don't I don't know about that. Maybe like a historical document.
dystopian tracker.
God. Ugh. Yeah, literally.
Yeah. But did you know there's an app that Midori or Designful
Yeah,
came up?
only because you were showing it to us.
I
I
l-
had
I
no idea.
I had no idea either until I opened it up and then that little card fell out. So apparently you can download the if you use a Midori Gate diary, you can download an app through a QR code, or you can just look for it. And it essentially is the super barebone interface, but I love how it's designed to look like, with the Midori kind of like aesthetics with the cream paper background,
Totally.
the little keys and like the dates, and basically it allows you to click on the today's date and then put in maximum 50 words for the title and then
Oh,
200
that's nice.
characters for the entry, which is just the right amount to put into your gate diary because it's only like 5 lines per day, right? So I
Yeah.
like that there's a little tutorial kind of thing on the card where it's like during the day you type it into your phone and then at night the girl's just sitting at her like table writing it onto her journal with the phone next to her. So
Oh, that's cute.
I was like, that's
Yeah, well, and
neat.
maybe if it's like you can just write like you just wrote a couple words like you know Trump banned TikTok. Trump brought back TikTok, and
I know.
everybody thanked him for it.
In the
Or just
same
like
week
little notes.
on my app interface, you guys can see I posted on Substack, but it was hilarious because literally within the same week, it was TikTok refugee, TikTok went down, TikTok came back. like,
It's so
oh,
ridiculous. I just. Uh,
uh,
uh.
uh.
Anyway, sorry.
Anyway, so that was a new discovery for me towards the beginning as I'm diving into my notebooks. And then finally, like we just talked about, I kind of hate Instagram right now. so
Mm-hmm. It's
I am
brutal.
double downing on Substack right now. And
Yeah, you've been
actually,
posting a lot.
since January 1st, I just had a win back then. I crossed
Back
the new
then.
year. I
Back in the day.
like 3 weeks
21
ago.
days ago.
I I crossed the new year in Seoul, right? And I just on a whim decided to post a little Substack note. Um, and then I decided, what if for every single day I post a little note? So kind of like a mini, the day one app or like the mini journal app. So I'm kind of using Substack as my venting space now. Like the things I want to
Oh, okay.
share. I usually, if I ever post on Instagram, it would be images and then a little caption. But I really don't want to give it to Instagram right now, so
Yeah, no,
I,
it's
I
ugh.
put it on my Substack instead as notes, and then if I have more time to sit at my desk, I would put it into a post. So, um, when I was in Seoul, January 1st, I thought, what if I do this every single day? It's not that hard to just write a few sentences a day, and then I kind of kept going, and I'm still doing it right now.
Sweet.
Not necessarily as like updated because I don't want people to know where I am, but back then I was sharing little like a travel log diary as I
Yeah.
was going through Seoul and Taipei. So that was really fun. So now, aside from my 7 journals, I also have a digital journal on Substack.
Yeah.
So it has to be included in my Techo Kaigi next year.
No, that does it count? I guess it does.
It's journaling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how about you? Give me your update.
Okay, so here's the thing, and I didn't really talk to April about the fact that I definitely bought a Hobonichi Weeks.
I thought
The
that
eye
was
roll,
it.
you guys. Okay, no, here's the thing. I also thought that was it. And then, like,
You talked about it so much last year
I
towards
know,
the end about how
I
you're
know.
giving up on weeks.
I did, and I was, and, you know how when you're, like, at a planner / journaling meetup, because I was at one of those here in Portland, and we're just kind of talking, and we're always looking at each other's books and stuff, and I'm like, God, the Weeks is so cute. And while I'm sitting there at the meetup, I'm just kind of looking around for that Yumi Tagishi wallpaper Weeks, and the only one that was in stock was High Tide DTLA,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I'm a buy that. So I did, and it arrived on January 2nd. So I was like, wow, all right. And I must say, the paper is not as bad as my terrible 5-year Techo situation, but it is still kind of funky and not totally ideal. But, like, I was using my plotter narrow because I bought, like, one of those weekly supplement things
Right.
that I was going to use for my general weekly planning. And then I just started diving back into the Hobonichi, and I'm like in Brokeback Mountain when he's like, I wish I knew how to quit you. And that's like, I don't know how to quit you, Hobonichi Weeks. It's so good. So,
Did you ever?
like, look at this. Look at how cute. And the Coffee Monsters Co. Divider, or what are these called? Tabs?
No, the monthly tabs. Yeah.
Yeah, they're so cute.
That is cute. That week's cover is nice.
And
But did you do the survey to replace your 5-year?
No, because you know what? I don't like that. I think I shouldn't have to do that, and I'm mad about it.
You should, or especially if you buy through Oblation, they probably had a program where they ask for replacement from Hobonichi, so you don't have to do the survey.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that.
You should ask
I'm not
Oblation
sure.
and ask them to do it for you.
Yeah,
Because that's what JetPens had to do, I think. Like people who bought from JetPens, JetPens just replaced it for them, and JetPen asked for it from Hobonichi, or I think that's what I think happened.
It's also like maybe I should just literally return the thing because I don't want it anyway because I have my own 5-year Techo.
That's right, you do have the Midori Hibino now. So you should probably return that thing.
I know, yeah, it's just kind of a big paperweight. But anyway, I seriously really love this Weeks, and like just this, I mean, that's this week.
Of course.
And I've been going to the gym.
Style. Oh yeah, nice. We're both going to the gym this year consistently, hopefully.
And yeah, so what I do at the gym is I specifically am taking a weightlifting class.
So cool.
So you know what I'm going to do?
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody that cares is listening, this is totally a joke, but I get to get strong so I can punch Nazis. Let's go. Kidding. Asterisk. Okay. No, seriously, that's kind of a goal. So
nice. Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm sure exercising helps with keeping control of your MS symptoms too, right? Like
yeah, like
the de-stressing part for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, it's kind of crazy how, like, because I've never lifted weights in my life. Like, this is totally new to me. And the first time I went, I felt so stupid. I had no idea what I was doing.
How everyone starts.
Yeah, and that's what the guy said at the end. He's like, everybody has to start somewhere. I'm like, yeah, here I am, starting. But I feel like every time I go, it's like I feel more confident and like just doing the this is how you do it. Doing the moves is like, I don't know. It just feels good. And then afterwards you get that adrenaline going on and yeah, the good feels.
Nice.
So anyway, Hobonichi weeks, blah blah. I did want to update on my 5-year techo, which is not a 5-year techo, it's a Midori Hibino that I'm redating because I am so petty. And so I'm stealing April's idea and I'm writing about current events and stuff. So yeah, day one was that terrible New Orleans tragedy that happened. Mm-hmm. Day two was the Cybertruck burning at the Trump Hotel, and I put a picture of it because I was like, that's the omen for the year.
It does basically feel like the omen for the year.
most of the days have been bad news. So then, when it's too much bad news, I decided to start. There's only 2 days I've done this, but this is a kitty from my manager. She volunteers at a cat shelter, and this is one of the cats that got adopted.
That's cute.
I'm like, that's good news. I want to see that more. And there's another one.
I wish I could put photos into my gate diary, but I don't think it can handle the bulk. So. Oh. Yeah,
I don't know how this is gonna do over 5 years.
I mean, you've seen Sarah's.
That's true.
It holds a lot.
Yeah, so I'm enjoying this.
Nice.
And I'm really super into this, which is the Magic of I actually put a A5 Hobonichi Han cover over this. Mm-hmm. That's why it's plasticky. So, and here we go. There's your Year of the Snake. I know you hate snakes, but look how cute that sticker is.
No.
She's like,
is this
no,
Arch and Olive or Leuchtturm?
No, it's called the Magic of I. And I've literally been, it's just a weekly planner, but I'm not using it as a planner. I'm writing.
It's an astrological planner.
Yes.
You didn't talk about it last year. When did you buy this?
What? Didn't I?
No.
I thought I mentioned this.
I don't remember. Okay.
You're just a bad friend. I'm kidding. No, but
I swear.
Yeah, it's astrological. It's got lots of good info in there, but I'm using this to write something I'm grateful for every day, which I've done every day except one so far this month because I was just like depressed and I was like, no, I'm not grateful for anything. Just kidding. No, but there's something about, it sounds kind of cheesy, but there's something about physically writing out I'm grateful for blank every day. Like, or I'm grateful for, or I'm thankful for. And then you build up this whole book full of like, good stuff.
Gratitude.
So I'm doing the bad stuff in the Hibino and the good stuff in this one.
I like that. A balance.
Exactly. Because I tend to put my head in the sand when it comes to current events and news and stuff because it's so depressing every
Mm-hmm.
time. But I'm like, I really want to at least know a little more than I do, and now I'm depressed. Just kidding. But
Yeah. It's a fine line between being educated and then also like going down
like
the
taking a
spiral.
step back.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
get that. I feel that. Man, this year.
Yeah. I feel like I have other. Did I ever talk about? I talked about this, right?
Your art journal from Art Toolkit.
No.
Well, you bought it from Art Toolkit. The art
No.
Hanamu. Wait, is that not the
I'm sorry. This.
Hanamule?
No, it's not. This is a Leuchtturm, an A6 Leuchtturm.
Okay.
So maybe I didn't talk about it. So I've been using it to document my nature walks.
Yeah, I've not heard of this.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Maybe I'm the bad friend.
I'm scrolling back to our Techo Kaiki episode to see if who's in the wrong here.
Well, and see, I put this little like calendar thing so that I was just tracking when I go on a nature walk, but now I'm tracking when I go to the gym.
Mm,
And yeah,
nice.
I'm finally using this weightlifting stamp from Little Lou.
Oh, cute. Yes. It's perfect for you.
I bought that at the SF Pen Show because I knew that I wanted to start lifting weights, so I'm self-fulfilling my prophecies.
Oh, wow. You knew back then. Nice.
Yeah, and then I didn't start doing it until now. But hey.
No, it's fine.
You need to buy the stamp first.
That's right.
Okay. And I think this is like the last calendar, but of course my Yumi Kitakishi. Hold on, look at how cute these are together.
The little gift.
The Yumi. Oh, they're so cute. Okay. Anyway. Because I did my DIY monthly calendar in here.
Yes.
And then on the in-between, I put some pages, some blank pages in between, to do like a weekly tracker, an every other week tracker, and a monthly tracker to try to motivate me to do my chores a certain amount of times every month. So that's going okay so far, but
I feel
chores
like
are hard.
it kind of solidified that I'm different from planner girls because like you because I just have zero desire to track chores.
Well,
people
because
do change bed sheet and laundry.
Oh, that's me. That's what I have right here.
And those
Laundry
are things that I have zero desire to put into my journals or planner.
Well, because if I don't,
they'll
if I
happen
don't
when
write
they
it
happen.
down, though, it's like it gives me motivation to do it.
No, for me, it's just a daunting thing that's looming over me if I put it in there.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I'm very what do you call it? Yeah, when it comes to those type of chores, for me, it's very organic.
Sure, no,
If
that's
feel
the
like
goal.
it.
That's how I want to be someday. But yeah, other than that, I've got my traveler's notebook, of course, that I've been journaling in, and
Nice.
those are the main players.
The main players. You basically had a mini Techokaigi again.
Yeah, sorry. Hey, everybody needs to know.
Nice. All right, next topic. I want to share a little bit about my trip.
Yes.
Because I went to Seoul and to Taipei, both really big stationery powerhouses, next to Japan. So Seoul, I haven't been back in forever. Like I shared last time, the last time I've been was probably 2013, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So over 10 years. But it was very endearing to feel when I got back there. When I went back to Seoul, it was a lot of places was as I remembered the neighborhoods and stuff. Although all the shops have changed and so many new restaurants. But let me speak specifically just to like the stationery stuff. I think the trend in Seoul, at least that I am gravitating towards, is that there's so many quirky cute.
Mm.
Japan has a very neat cute aesthetics. If you
Uh-huh.
look at Kamihaku, if you look like the things that comes out in Mindwave, they do have their quirky IP characters, mascots and stuff. But for Seoul, the general illustration style is either super design poster a like for movies and advertisement, and the other end is just really quirky characters like the dinosaur that like a little green dinosaur or these like super cute pink bunny characters and just a ton of things and they're everywhere. They're not just in cheap stationery where there's a ton of with notebooks, pens and stuff. They're also on phone cases, they're on
Right.
backpacks, and the dangle trend, like how we all have our little sometimes like buddies like the jelly cats or whatever with the little
Yeah.
keychain and you hang it on thing. I think this trend is really, I don't see it as a lot in Japan, except in like the Harajuku kind of young girl style. But
Hmm.
in South Korea and actually in Taiwan, the dangling trend, the accessorizing your back trend is peak peak on fire. Everyone has a dangle on their backs.
Okay.
Even guys, like in their
Really?
backpacks, their pouches, their little sling bag, or their phones or whatever. There's a character hung with a keychain to it, I think.
I like that.
It's so many. And then once I got to Taiwan, the trend of that got even more intense. Like people are selling clear pouches to put your little dangle buddies in it to
That's
protect
so
them from
funny.
like daily dust as they, hang from their backs. It's so
Yeah.
cute. So everyone
Nice.
constantly is traveling with a little buddy, and I keep looking down earlier because I was trying to find mine, but I bought a new one. It looks like a cookie, but
Ah,
in like a little ski outfit. But
cute.
it's from one of the it's one of the fashion brands, and like even clothing brands are selling little plushies
Oh,
that are
really?
like on
Interesting.
keychains that you can like. And there's one, the character is actually a teddy bear, but because teddy bears look kind of like Cookie with the little,
Hmm.
the teddy doodle style
Oh,
face.
yeah.
So the one I bought is a little teddy bear wearing a green jacket. I thought it looked like Cookie, but then there's a version where the teddy bear's wearing like a snowman outfit. So it's like two white balls as the body. So I thought that was really cute too. I almost got that one.
Nice.
Um, I just really enjoy looking at all the quirky artists. Like I bought a new phone case that has this character that I have actually on
Mm.
my as one of my line stickers. If you use
Oh,
line,
cute.
there's all these
Yeah.
emoji stickers, and so all these phone cases came out with cool Illustrator collabs, and so they made it so you don't have to buy multiple cases. You can literally remove this piece of the
Mm.
design and then like swap it out if you want to with another artist design. So
Okay.
you can like customize
That's
your
cool.
personality with like a ton of different illustrators
I
style,
feel
which
like
I
that saves on like waste too. That's
oh
cool.
yeah, no, I have like this one where it's like a ton of dogs and like
Eh.
silly
Oh, I like
fashionable
that.
outfit. Oh, this is the dinosaur that I was talking about.
Oh, that's cute.
It's just I'm showing it to Kelly. It's a dinosaur selling a lemonade at a lemonade stand, and it says "When life gives you lemon," of course. And I just feel like this is the
Yeah.
trend of the year.
Oh my
And then just
god.
like this one's called chimichurri, and it's just like two little animals in a pudding. So the
Sure.
the
That's
style
what I
is
want to
just
do.
I just love all the creative character styles, and so unlike Japan where a lot of the cute illustration is like done by brands or individual artists but sold like in a more organized way, there's a lot of small artists that sell their stuff as a collection. Like the stores is a collective store that sells stuff from like 10 to 50 different artists all in one store.
Okay.
So the store object is one that I particularly love. And when I visited the store in Hyundai, they happened to be featuring an artist called the Fluffy Band. And
Mm.
then it's this really cute kind of
Ah,
hard.
that's Cookie, right?
I know it doesn't look like cookie. So another trend is like iron-on patchworks. I think they're really into that
Yeah.
right now. So this brand, like this artist is there. Oh, sorry, things are falling. This artist is there. It's called a Fluffy Band, and so they basically allow like a pop-up for the artist at the ground floor of their building, but it's a three-floor building just filled with stuff by different artists. So
That's so cool.
the fluffy band is kind of this like
What?
crayon style
Yeah.
illustration, and then the sticker that I use for inauguration day is this like cat that looks like he's been spooked. So this is another artist that I really fell in love with. I forgot the name though. So if you go to Seoul, I definitely recommend going to the store Object because that store will give you essentially the hottest illustrators or creators and their
That's super
little
cool.
gimmicky stuff. The other store that I really like is called One More Bag. One More Bag. Because, like, South Korean people just love little dango and, like, bag stuff. So this store is kind of like, I would describe it like loft, but like
Okay.
the art. Actually, no, that's not a right comparison. It would be like the art box in Loft.
Okay.
Like sometimes when they it's like pop-ups and like featuring different artists and stuff. So I actually found something that I was gonna gift you, but since you're
Yeah.
coming up later, I will bring it to you. But you want to have a sneak peek now. So again, featuring a
Yes.
special artist. So this is a special tarot deck. It's called
Ah!
Tarot
Oh my
the
God.
adventure cat. So
What?
I haven't even opened it, so you'll have to come and see what the designs are. But it features
Oh
this
my God.
illustrator JY Choi, and
I'm
it is
obsessed.
hilarious. The style is
Ugh.
so you. And I
Ah.
actually I caved and bought one of this artist's tearaway calendar, which I said I wasn't gonna buy for
Yes. You
2025.
gotta do it. JY
So
Choi? Is that like
JY
CHOI?
yeah, JY Choi. But don't look, I feel like you need to be surprised by what's in the tarot or something.
Well, shoot.
The
I
cover
just
is
look.
just the cover. Look at this cover. It's a
I
cat,
know it's
and
so
then
good. So
there's a cup of coffee, and this cat's holding like a pencil and like a
yes.
stash of cash. Like it
So
just
that's the world card is what that
yeah,
is.
right.
So cute.
Reminded me of you, so I have to
Well,
get
I
this.
I appreciate that. I feel like that is me in a card.
So yeah, this is a collab between JY Choi and One More Bag. So
Oh,
definitely
okay.
you'll have to
Nice.
take a look when you come up. And then the last store I want to recommend is called Point of View, which is like, oh my god, it's such a high end and cool store. So this one has more of the fountain pen stuff, and this one has some of the
Yeah.
stationery stuff like from Midori and like a lot more Japanese stationery.
Oh
But
yeah, wait. That's a Japanese store, right?
Point of View,
Or
no, it's a South Korean. It's in Seoul,
okay.
but they have a lot of Japanese stuff. And I think when Midori did the pop up, they went there. So
Oh,
their
that's why.
logo is the apple, like an apple. Remember we talked about
Yeah,
notebooks with
yeah,
like the
yeah.
apple letterpress on it. Like the Point of View, their whole
Okay.
thing is like you can look at an apple and like from different
Oh,
perspectives. So station
okay.
lifestyle is about point of view or whatever that
Yeah,
is.
I
So
dig it.
I recommend anyone who wants to go like to definitely visit because the way the design there again multiple floors, but each floor has a different concept and they're just decorated to the T, like
Mm.
filled with vintage or letterpress or elegantly displayed um like brass items. The way they showcase stationery is just to me one of the coolest. I haven't seen a store like that in the US. So I think Asia really does do it better.
Mm, they sure
So-
do.
but yeah, no, this store I think beats a lot of the store in Japan too, just in the way they present the whole story. Like this one
Really?
floor would
Okay.
be all about writing instruments, the next floor would be about paper, last floor is like poetry, and then at the same time it has like like dip pens and glass
Mm,
pens, stuff like that. It's amazing. I really like these three stores are my favorite stores.
nice.
There's a few fountain pen stores where I got the exclusive platinum, the
Yeah.
strawberry latte, but those stores, just look like regular stores. Nothing really that really stands out to me. Um, so Seoul was really fun. I restrain myself, though I did kind of had to remind myself that I own a lot of stationery, so I'm gonna have to be good. So I didn't buy as much other than this stack of stickers and postcards.
Ooh, wait,
But
that's
yeah,
it?
yeah, and then yeah, just these.
And then the thing you got in at the take a note? No, that was
Taken,
in Taiwan.
no, that's Taiwan. So, but yeah, really cool illustration
Oh,
postcards, the cat sticker sheet. So a
I
ton
feel
of
like I
small
don't believe you.
creators.
There's got to be a stash.
No, this is it.
Well, and the
Anyway,
pen.
and the pens. And then when
Mm.
I was in Taiwan, sadly, I didn't go to as much stationery things as I want because it was a really jam-packed schedule when I
When
went
you
back
had
to Taiwan.
men with you. Ugh.
I know. Elliot came, Elliot's friends came. And then so I actually technically only had like 1 day and a half for stationery. I was originally planning to visit the stationery fair, but it ended up being kind of like a meh situation. There wasn't that many cool brands in there. But instead, I hopped over to the pet fair next door and bought a ton of outfits for Cookie. Um,
Oh, cute.
so I think I was just trying to really try something new because I honestly have been to almost all the stationery stores in Taipei. So I hit up one that I've never been before, and it's a new one called Craft by Zoe, who actually opened her store late last year, and she's a famous stationery YouTuber on like from Taiwan.
Ooh,
So I was like,
cool.
oh, I watch her videos. I gotta go check out her store, and it was really cool
Yeah.
because she was like trying to explain. So we went with the whole gang with Judy, and we had like friends from
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Twitch, Sushi, May, so a bunch of us. We went in, and she came up to the front and was trying to tell us how to use these stamps. And inside, I was just thinking, girl, we are well aware of all of these things
Like
that you carry.
we know we're picking up what you're putting down.
Don't worry about it. Go help other customers. But I actually ended up buying something really funny. So her store is more catered towards acrylic stamps, like the crafting part, the American like leather crafting
Okay.
part. Craft by Zoe is her thing. But although her YouTube channel is really cool because she's kind of like a stationery obsessed person like me, so she explores everything stationery. But she was selling Sakura Lala acrylic stamps, Sakura
Oh,
Lala,
yeah.
the sets. And then I found that they had in stock Paper Plant Cove's acrylic stamp. So the one
Oh.
where Claire, do you know Claire, who does some design work for Paper Plant Co. And there's the dog
Yeah, I
design
know the
for
dog.
Paper Plant Co. So Paper Plant
Yeah.
Co. in LA did not have stock of their own stamp. So when I last visited,
Oh,
so
that's
they were
funny.
sold out. So I ended up buying Claire's artwork of the Paper Plant Co. the stamp. I think it's Claire. I'm not sure if Ume by Claire if you designed those things, but or does your bots this? But it was it
That's
was
so
amazing.
funny.
So I ended up buying that set of stamps in Taiwan at her store because they had it in stock. So I was like, oh,
Yeah,
perfect.
you got, I get it.
And then I saved all my ammunition for this final store, Riso no
Ooh.
Heya. Like, they are the small hole in the wall store that is close to Judy, and I visit that store so
Oh.
much each time I go back, and I spend like an hour in there each time, and I buy a ton of stuff that the owner knows me and honestly thought that I was just there, even though the last time I visited was over a year ago. That's how much he knows me. Like I actually like message him sometimes on Instagram to ask him to save me stuff for
Oh,
the next
cute.
time I go back. So
Yeah.
I did a lot of damage in that store. I was picking up because that owner Riso no Heya, the owner actually like frequently visits Japan to Kamihaku to
Oh.
Bungujoshi, and they buy up these loft exclusives to come sell it back in
Oh.
Taiwan. So their store is like a treasure chest.
Yeah.
Treasure chest. You have to dig. Like it's just piles and piles of
Oh.
stickers and stamps from so many unique illustrators and creators in Japan. And then you would just look through all the piles and I
That's
came
cool.
came home with a pile. Like
Yeah.
he had an elusive set of the Shachihata limited edition colors that came out last year.
Yeah, I
That was
never
just
got my
like
hands on those.
no one did. Like I don't think anyone in the
Ah,
US got to carry them, and even in Japan or in
dang.
Taiwan it was very limited. And I was just like, chatting with him like, oh, I wish they do this again. He was like, let me actually tell you a secret that someone just returned the whole set, and I was like, give
Oh my god. Who would
it to me.
do such a thing?
So I got the whole set.
Nice.
Really excited about that.
Yeah.
So that was it. I think I did buy some inks. I bought special edition inks from like exclusive inks, made by Sailor, from
Oh.
Blue Black in South
Oh,
South
yep.
Korea. So
I know that brand.
they make the Diamine City series too, right? Like I was tempted
Mm.
to bring home the UK series, but then I was like,
Yeah.
April, you don't need that. You don't need that English milk tea that was so touted.
Ooh,
But
ooh.
I end up just
You
getting
do,
like
though.
I got two Sailor bottles. The one that was blue black, one was the melon soda because I need obviously every little shade
Yep.
of melon soda inks that were out there. And then the other shade is called Misugaru, which is like a multi-grain smoothie that
Oh,
Koreans drink.
that's
So
funny.
it has like a tan. It's like a
I
tan
I know
beigey
what that looks
color.
like.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it like Vita Soy or something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah, I feel like I
Yeah, misugaru is like sometimes they like grind up like rice powder, like nuts,
like
sometimes
it comes in that little
peanuts.
paper, like kid style paper
No, no,
carton
no.
thing.
You're thinking
No,
soy
oh,
milk, but
oh,
this is like multi-grain, so all kinds of different
oh, okay.
grains. So the drink is like a very healthy, grainy smoothie, if you will.
Delicious.
Delicious. I really enjoyed that drink, so I was like, I gotta get something special. I can't just get another
Yeah.
like cocktail drink, cocktail ink. So, so yeah, that was kind of. Oh, and then one last little stationery related highlight. CY recommended me and Elliot to go visit this Michelin star restaurant in Seoul called Etanic Garden. Um,
Hmm.
and so with each meal, they present a little card with a cute illustration of the dish and the
Oh,
description of the ingredients that is used in this dish.
that's
And so
very cute.
they keep adding new cards each time a new dish came up. And then at the end, they collect all the cards, put it in an envelope, and gifted it to us.
Oh,
So I have ephemera.
nice.
Very expensive ephemera, but
That's cool.
so I really like that part about that store. So not
Nice.
that store, that restaurant.
The restaurant.
I got confused for a second. All right. So yeah, that's a brief little whirlwind update about my trip. I think I'll update a little bit more in details on my Substack eventually.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for
Nice.
that.
Yeah. Oh, so
Yeah.
I did not go to Seoul or Taipei. But I really wanted to talk about this this thing that happened. So I mentioned my Planner Girls meetup thing. So one of them, it was Sean, by the way. You know Sean.
Nice.
She was kind of bullying me in a good way. Because I was kind of like, yeah, I've been thinking about like starting my own website and whatever. And she was like, girl, just do it. Just go to GoDaddy.com and buy a domain. I was like, what, right now? She's like, yes, it's so easy. Let me show you. And like, so I was like, what should the domain name be? And I just decided to type in Kellyloveletters.com, and that wasn't taken yet. So I bought it.
Nice.
So I have that now, but it's not. It's basically nothing because I haven't put any work into it yet. But
yeah, you need to connect it to like a site. Or
yes,
if you want to build one from scratch, which is hard.
Yeah. Because I am not. I mean, you know how I am with technology. It's really bad. But I really want to because there's tutorials online how to connect a domain to Squarespace and all this, because it's actually a goal of mine to start my own sticker shop online, and I really specifically want to do planner stickers, as well as vinyl stickers, and I just released my first vinyl sticker that I'm not selling through a website. I'm just kind of, you know, talking to people about it.
Selling through DMs.
Yeah, exactly.
Love it.
Allegedly. But so I'm really excited about that, and I feel like just doing one little step of a thing is like motivating to keep doing more things when it comes to goals like these. So
absolutely. I mean, like, even if you don't end up doing your tarot deck, those could be perfect stickers sheets.
I know, and see, that's what I was, because I really still want to do that, and I, like, part of my whole, I don't know if I was going to talk about this later or now or whatever, but because I have that Substack, that's the Stationery Tarot, and lately, I don't know what's happening, but I'm getting, like, quite a few people subscribing to me on my Substack, and I'm like, every time I get a notification, I'm like, why are you doing this? Because I'm not posting anything. But I think, can you like rename your Substack after it's already created?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
I don't know. Because I want to have that stuff, but I want it to be more of a Kellyloveletters thing rather than just specifically Stationery Tarot. But yeah, I think part of the shop idea would be really fun to make tarot card stickers. So
you can totally rename your Substack, and you can connect your domain name to your Substack too, so it doesn't have to be kellyloveletters.substack.com. It could just be kellyloveletters.com.
Ooh, that's sexy.
Mm-hmm. But then I don't know how you would set up the shopping side for the sticker.
Yeah.
You could maybe try to do the sticker thing on the side, because some people sell their stickers through Ko-Fi.
Oh,
you know, where
like
everything
better?
No, like Ko-Fi is kind of like the donation thing too, right?
Yeah.
But then it'll be like, hey, if you donate $3, then you get the sticker, that kind of stuff. Yeah, because like honestly,
like if a gray area.
No, some people do it as their business. They just have to. You just have to set it up correctly, but it is, to do it if you're committing to a platform. When you're just starting out, they take like fees each time someone makes a transaction. So
I thought, even if it's your own website, I thought you just had to pay like monthly or whatever.
I mean, it differs.
I don't know.
It differs based on.
I clearly haven't researched that part of it yet. I'm just excited to like get started and
Yeah. Anyway. I think that's cool that you're doing this, and hopefully by the time PNW Pen Show rolls around, you can have your own booth.
Yes, that's the goal, or at least like share it with somebody else, maybe. But maybe not. I don't know.
Depending on when they announce their schedule, I don't know if I could go this year. We'll see.
I know. Well, they. Oh.
Oh, I know. Right?
Announcing things. Okay.
Yeah. PNW Pen Show, always a hoot.
That's true.
And it's funny because it's the one closest to us, so we still go anyway.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Wow, so many things we have yet to talk about, but it's already almost an hour.
Oh my god, yeah.
Let's go over super quickly over word of the year, and then...
Yeah, mine, I'm not super, you go first. I like yours better.
I actually wrote about it on my Substack, but I finally came up with it because I didn't have any idea going through the new year. I didn't prep for it. I didn't think about it. I didn't have time to think about it. And then this word just tumbled out as I was journaling the other day. And this
Hmm.
year, my word of the year, last year, it was unapologetic. So,
Which is so good.
being very unapologetic about being me, about doing things, not having
Hmm.
to look at other people. And then this year, I think my word of the year is going to be self care, and not in the sense that I'm gonna eat all the food I like or do all the things I like that's the easy part of self care, but the harder parts of self care, such as drawing boundaries,
Oh
so
God.
so that and then learning to
Boundaries.
say no
Oh.
for my mental health.
Oh man.
That's
You're
hard.
hitting it hard.
And then like learning to withdraw away before entering the spirals, like especially
Mm.
regarding current events.
Oh
Um,
jeez.
and then finding more active ways to dedicate my energy to. So
Yes.
the hard parts of self care that people don't like to talk about, but
No, that's
that
so important though.
that is my mantra this year. And if like when I'm faced with decisions this year, it's kind of like the theme thing that the Panatic they talk about. If faced with questions or hurdles, my first thought would be like, is this self care? Am I doing this? Like, is
Mm.
this decision gonna be good for me or not? Um,
Oh man, those are
so
so good. I, d- I don't know about everybody else listening right now, but I feel like April's word of the year always aligns with my theme as well. Like last
nice.
year with all the MS stuff being unapologetically like, hey, I have this new thing that sucks and I'm not going to have energy to do whatever later. And
Mm-hmm.
and this is self-care like what you said about boundaries. I got a new therapist and like we talk about
Mm.
that and that's oh man, setting boundaries is hard.
Yes,
But important.
important. And then even like to the degree like being more strict with myself about like things that I
Yes.
indulge in. I
Yeah.
think that's self care too. So
For sure. Oh my
self
gosh.
caring for my future self
Yes.
rather than my
100%.
current self. Um, so things like that. That's my word of the year. Yours is interesting. Yours felt a little ragey, actually.
Oh yeah. So when cuz I knew you were going to want to talk about this, so I was kind of mulling over what's my word of the year? Do I even have one? Cuz I think last year I just stole yours. And I was like, "You know what? It's oligarchy because that's what our nation is becoming." And I feel like it's important to think about it every day and do everything you can to resist. Which
Yes.
who knows how possible that is, but
I mean, yeah, it's the worst.
also, can I also just talk about how in I don't know if this is too much, maybe we need to cut this out, but just like Joe Biden's farewell address that literally he mentioned the word oligarchy and he was like, "Well, I feel like our nation's becoming an oligarchy. Anyway, I'm going to go now." and
Peace
just
out.
like and just like called out all this stuff that was happening and I'm like, "Why did you not talk about all this earlier?" I don't know. Sorry, I'm probably triggering a lot of people, but
Yeah. Moving on.
yeah. On a happier note, April hates snakes.
Not happy at all. So yeah, this is the year of the snake. This is the year I have to flinch away around this time of the year because it's close to like the Lunar New Year, the Chinese New Year's, all the New Year's thingies. I mean, like this is the only year I'm not gonna buy the cute USPS at Zodiac stamp because I hate snakes. I do not need to look at slithery things on anything that I own, and I think a lot of illustrators try. Like I was browsing through threads for all the Taiwanese creators, and a lot of them people like to make little couplets. So the Chinese
Oh
style
yeah.
red little signs that has like, you know, well wishes and like New Year's blessings, that kind of words on it. And they usually include the zodiac animal. So there is this one illustrator that like drew the snake like a soft serve ice cream, and so that was slightly acceptable, but I still don't like it. So I was very appreciative of one of my favorite creators, the little K9, even though I didn't get to buy her stuff because they were sold out so fast.
Oh, wow.
But she drew a ton of couplets with New Year themes, but just only in like the sentences. It includes the word snake. All the illustrations are still very aligned with her usual theme of dogs and family and people with dogs. And there's this one where it's like there's like a whole dinner table and the dogs and cats are just eating off the table, which I love.
Yes. Oh, I see
yeah.
that. Cute.
But yeah, the big message is really just like, eat well, sleep well, live well, all that kind of stuff.
The most important things.
So, yeah, I thought we could talk about some, if you notice any cool snake themed stationery, but I really couldn't bring myself to look at any of them. But I know.
I mean, I can talk about because I know that Paper Treats had she had is it Reen, this guy, this artist?
Oh yeah, the OG sound style artist.
Or it's Rira, sorry.
Rira.
Yeah. Yeah, I bought a bunch of those when we were in Japan. Over a year ago. Oh, but anyway, yeah, she had some cute stamps from that artist in stock, but I for one want to get some of those USPS. I think I have the dragon and I have the tiger and the ox. I think the one recently I didn't get the rat.
That one's nice.
Because I don't like the rat. So it's the same reason that you're not getting the snake.
The rat one was cute. The rat one was the first one they did. How could you?
Oh yeah, was it?
Yeah.
I don't have it in my stash, so either I
or you used it all up because it was the first one. Who knows?
Or maybe no, I didn't get the bunny. That's what I didn't get. Was that one creepy?
No, I think they're all cute except the snake.
Dang. Okay. Well, there I go. Anyway.
But yeah, I detest any stationery with snakes on it. So I couldn't even like bring myself to look at any of the pens releases that are snake themed. Or
there's some cute Maki-E ones.
Like
Gina Celerino just posted that they got one of the sailors.
I think Box, probably. Narwhal, Novel, or whatever, they came up with a snake pen that's like a green color.
I kind of liked that one. I feel like it looked pretty.
And then there's an ink, I think, that was the snake. I don't know.
Oh yeah, Colorverse does I feel like they go too hard on the Zodiac Ink of the Year thing. They're like, here it is with pink shimmer, here it is with green shimmer. It's like, just release one ink. Like, it's too much. It's like Taylor Swift with the albums.
Too many.
Like, you get extra songs if you buy it here, but then if you buy it somewhere else, yeah, same thing.
Anyway, I can't wait for this year to be over.
Dang, okay.
Because next year's my year, the year of the horse, so.
Oh yeah, and then the year after that is my year.
The goat.
Of the sheep. Sheep/goat. I don't know why, so it's Hitsuji, which is sheep. But
well, the Chinese one.
Yeah, what is it in Chinese? That's what matters.
The one, it's used for both. The word is in both sheep and goat and lamb, and it's.
Oh my god! But they're three different animals. I'm like, what am I?
But the kanji, the Chinese word for it, could represent all three. So.
Okay, great. Well, I'm also Taurus the bull, so I'm just a hooved animal.
Anyway, new items on our radar. So I came across these cool. Finally, I think something new. Zebra is releasing new colors for their mile liners. After
Yes.
what feels like
Yeah, it's been
2
forever. It used to be every year, right?
2 ish. Um,
Yeah.
so more hues, which is never a bad thing. And
So
uh,
good.
let me see. Violet, violet iris, violet iris. Um, oh, sorry, mild iris. So it was
Yeah.
iris. Mokureto. What is this? Smoke
Oh yeah,
red.
smoke red. It's
Um,
also got it in English right next to that.
okay, then I should just read that then. I'm like looking at the
Yeah.
Japanese one for some reason. Yeah, but anyway, I really like the mint color. Um,
I
and then
know.
the mint color, and then the yellow one. The,
But
I'm gonna say
also that I feel like that moss green, that's kind of nice too. It's
moss
like
yellow. Oh, moss
slightly
green. Yeah,
different.
yeah.
Yeah. Musu green. Yeah. No, they're all excellent. And they will
It's
all be
like
excellent additions.
it's like the mute. It's Mile Liner is already known for its mutedness, so this series is like Earth muted of
Hmm.
the purple, pink, yellow, and green, and like
That mimosa
the
yellow is gonna be like, I can just see all the
mimosa.
stationary girlies right now.
Yeah, the mint and the mimosa yellow
Yep.
is the ones that have my heart. So, um, yeah, I'll
But
pick
I
them
need
up
to buy a
if I
pack
see
the
them.
moment Tokyo Pen Shop drops. I am on that.
Well, I was like, if I see them, I'll pick them up. But I don't think I'm gonna actively buy as much pens this
Not
year. I
even
feel
mild
like.
liners?
I mean, I still have plenty.
Yeah, but you don't have these ones. I
Another
okay,
cool product that. Mhm.
I will not be that person for you when it comes to Uniball 1. I'll
No,
say you have 3 colors just like that one.
I think I'm pretty good on the Uniball one already as well. This year, I am actually actively using a lot of them in my take a note because the feeling of writing on the
Oh yeah.
on that sleek Sanzen Tomoe River paper is actually very satisfying. So with like gel
Nice.
pens, so
Yes.
I've been enjoying using my Uniball ones on them. I was gonna talk about another new item, that one that just came out, the
Yes.
Twisty Eco
Oh my god.
Espresso.
I am obsessed.
You are
And
obsessed.
I feel like today kind of sucked at work a little bit, and then I'm like scrolling on my break. I'm like, hell yes, so good. It's like so
Nice.
espresso Twisby Eco, cafe crema Twisby Eco, or maybe it's just called cafe, and then
The
the
last
cat.
one's cream. Yeah,
Yeah,
cream.
I need the cream one. I don't have it yet. So now that they're coming out with a new one, I need to buy 2.
So what did they release cafe first or cream first? I actually don't
They released
remember.
the cream first.
Okay, when they released the cream, I thought it was too basic. It was too cream. I wasn't into it. When they released the cafe,
Mm-hmm.
I still think it's a little basic. Like I didn't like how light that cafe
It's
is. Like,
so pretty.
and I think this one, the espresso, is just the right brown for me. I really like it. But again, like I shared with you privately, I was like, I think this could be called mocha
Right.
because espresso to me is almost black.
Dark. Yeah.
Yeah,
And you're
dark,
right.
almost black brown. So they use the word espresso, then what the heck are they gonna call a darker brown?
Maybe they're not making a darker brown, April.
Chocolate or something. Thank you very much.
Honestly,
For
yeah.
it. Yeah,
Like
I just
deep
think
dark
they,
chocolate.
yeah, like the cafe could have been latte. This one could have been
It's
coffee.
okay, I'm telling you,
Man.
April, when I make most every morning, unless I get up too late, I make myself a pour over coffee and I put milk in it, and this is the color it ends up. It's the same color. And it makes me so happy.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't get cafe. I I didn't buy it
Wow.
to a space since I don't know when. But
Really?
this is the first one in a while that really tempted me.
Yeah.
For a day since it came out 12 hours ago. the yeah, the espresso brown and the bronze.
Yeah, I know. I gotta do it. I'm into it. I'm sold. I just don't know what nib size.
I've been using my orange one a lot, the heat one.
Yes, which is also good.
So yeah, I could buy an espresso eco. All right, and then you're gonna talk about the Hobonichi.
Yep,
release.
which I was like, is April gonna yell at me?
Someone still likes Hobonichi, I guess.
I'm pissed about it, but I can't quit. Look how cute this is, though. Okay. Anyway,
I forgot about the spring release. I just came across like it on my feed right before we record. I was like, oh
yeah, I was very surprised that they announced it already, but then it's not going to be able to be sold until February 1st, because that's always the spring release day for Hobonichi. So we don't have to go into super detail. There's never very many new releases in the spring. I'm just going to go ahead and say the colors for the Tragon, it's like, no. The black was perfect. You ruined it with these colors. It's stupid looking.
Hey, I was just about to say, I'm wearing the exact same sage green color as the Tragon. So when I saw it, I was like,
wait,
oh,
what? Is it? I thought it was like cream.
My shirt? No, it's like a spring green. It's like
I thought the Tragon color was cream, and there's a cream
it's called,
and a red.
It's not cream. It's green. It's called oak moss
Shoot.
Or something like that. Yeah, it's a green.
School me right now?
It's a green color. Don't doubt me. And I know someone is like, oh, a tan dragon, like on the Reddit. I'm like, no, it's not tan. It's green.
Oh shoot! Hold on, I'm an ignorant person.
It's green, right?
Hold on, I'm looking again because you're tripping me out.
Maybe next to the red, it looks tan.
Oh, it totally. Wait. Okay.
Oak moss is the
It
color.
Totally is. I'm so sorry.
Totally my shirt color
too.
I think we'll release the video today, by the way. So.
Oh really? Okay. Yeah. I hope I didn't do anything stupid.
Okay, it's fine. I mean, there's nothing more stupid than making a horrible gesture in front of everyone.
Sure.
And
Jesus.
Calling it
no
the
kidding.
Salute. So.
Oh my god. That's not what autism is, people. Okay, anyway.
Moving on. And I do like this Tragon because the inside is chocolate color.
Oh shoot, I didn't even look at anything. I am just not.
It's kind of giving...
judging it.
You're judging it because you assumed it was tan, but it was not. This is actually a really good color combo.
Okay,
I don't use this cover. I don't use
Can I just say, I think the reason why I hated it so much is because they put these two colors next to each other, and they look terrible together. But if you have just the oak moss and just the red, that's better, you know? I'm sorry to everybody I offended. I do love that chocolate brown inside the oak moss. That's nice. And it does match your sweatshirt.
Yeah. So that's the first thing that came to mind, but I'm not getting any more Hobonichis.
No, you're abstaining.
I'm good. But I do want to share with people who like the Mina Perhonen piece is that they're not doing lottery anymore. So you can just buy it off the site
which is
February
wild.
1st.
You're not special.
I do have to say they always hit it with the springs. Like the spring release is my favorite of their Mina Perhonen pieces. And this year they really just went all in with the cutesy pink cute dessert on a plate vibe, I guess. So yeah, no, that A6 looks great, but I don't have an A6, and the A5 looks great. Like I am loving my Mina Perhonen piece that I bought from September.
Oh, is that what your take note is in?
Yeah.
Cute.
So I am like, should I get the spring one if this is my last year of using it? So, but then it's funny because Elliot was watching me as I was sitting on the couch scrolling. So I saw the cover. I was like, oh, cute. I scrolled to the next photo, which is the interior, and I let out an eek. Like, ugh, it's that puke yellow they love to use. Sometimes in the spring. this yellow turns me off so much, so I don't think I can get it. The only saving grace for this yellow is that it's actual leather and not PVC, so
Oh, well,
Mhm.
that's nice. Are all the
Yeah.
piece covers with leather?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. That's okay. So there's a reason it's expensive. I mean, other than,
Yeah, the cover.
Oh.
Yeah, no, this year's spring gives me very wedding vibes, actually, a little bit. Pink wedding vibes, or pink like little girl princess party vibes, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, it's cool. It's coming in February 1st.
Yep.
So I think a lot of stores also start advertising it. So don't you worry about not getting those shitty papers this year.
Yeah.
All right. Finally, exciting things that we are looking forward to. For me, California Pen Show is coming up, so that's my next trip, and that's mid-February. Oh, actually, right on Valentine's Day is the first day.
Valentine's weekend.
I'll be down.
Sad that I'm not going, but
so many people are going. Annabelle, CY, Toasty.
Yeah.
Everyone but you and Drew.
Yeah. And it's, yeah.
Even Brad's going.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
anyway, although still praying for the wildfires. It's so bad. Like today, another fire broke out. It is wild. Climate change is real, guys. I'm kind of I'm very pessimistic, but I think this generation is when the world ends. So goodbye everyone together in 20 years.
Nice. No, I feel that. I totally do.
Like it's coming. Something's coming.
This is why saving money is so hard, because it's like, is there even a future? We don't know. Let's just spend money on stationery.
Especially with this presidency as the accelerator to destruction. Like, I am totally...
Like, we already signed out of those, like, climate things that we were in.
I mean, probably even before climate change takes us all, AI and,
Oh, God, I know it.
Machine learning.
Oh. So here's the thing. With AI, I really think, because I read something recently that I got some flyer in the mail for, like, hey, you should come to this lecture on MS. I'm like, that sounds not fun. And it was like, talking about, like, here's what AI has done for researching on this disease. I'm like, this is what AI should be doing. It shouldn't be writing people's emails. It's stupid.
I know.
Use your brain while you still have it. You know?
I can't agree more. Yeah, no, like the whole TikTok thing. I'm sorry for people who use this TikTok, but I also worry about TikTok corrupting the younger generation's mind. Like I trust people our age to have, discipline.
I don't know. Have you met my brother? I'm kidding.
But I've seen how some people can get really into it, and it's really bad for your brain. I feel like when you I've doom scroll. I know what it's like. So imagine really being addicted to it. So, and then especially for the younger generation who doesn't have as much discipline as we do as adults. So
yeah,
this is a sobering episode.
If you're Gen Z, I appreciate you. I'm glad you're here. If you're here. They're probably like, wow, what are these old ladies talking about right now?
I am not old yet. I'm only 35.
No, April.
We're very young, okay? I met my friend's daughters like at a reunion when I was in Taipei, and in Chinese, like there's like you can call someone like auntie or older sister. Ai is auntie, so or older sister, which is 姐姐, and I was like, you can't call me auntie yet. Even though her mom and I are the same age. I'm like, I'm your older sister, okay? 姐姐. Don't call me
No.
auntie.
I feel
Yeah.
that.
What are you looking forward to, despite everything?
Oh yes. So I did mention um still wanting to focus on the stationary tarot, but also like rebranding my Substack to just be Love Letters, because I do want to have a written and picture place to put pictures and place to write, and like maybe something that we can pretend as Instagram. Because I feel like Substack can, even though it is like a blog, it's also like you can comment on it and like have conversations when people post. So I don't know, like for some reason the user, I think it's I dip bananas into coffee is the name of the user. They, you know how those like Well Appointed Desk and Pen Addict, they have those Sunday weekly roundup of like, here's what's on the internet this week, and I dip bananas into coffee has had some posts on there, and I read their Substack and I'm like, I love the way this guy writes, and it's so funny and weird, and just being able to comment and like, you know, say I see you from this corner of the internet. I don't know. I think it's a nice little place to be, and I would really like to see a lot of migration happening. I also made a blue sky. I have no idea what I'm doing because I'm old. I don't know.
We're just all like dispersing our like parts of us, throwing it at different platforms, see which one sticks. I love it.
Basically. That's and then I saw someone was like, "Yeah, I'm on Tumblr now," and I'm like, "Oh, geez, we're bringing back the 2010s or whatever." Like,
I'm like the generation above us now. I'm like, I'm tired of building a new one or like restarting. So
yes.
So whatever new platform I'm on now, I'm happily a lurker. Like I'm not gonna try to like establish myself anywhere anymore. Like I'm just gonna enjoy my little Substack world, and then everywhere else, I'll see you in the comments, because that's not the only place you'll see me.
I'll see you in the comments. That was such a threat.
Oh, I just want to slide in one last thing I'm looking forward to that's like super menial and super unimportant, but
yes,
I I have a membership to our local zoo, the Woodland Park Zoo.
Oh yeah.
And so I've been going quite a few times to try to see the snow leopard babies. And I failed every single time. So I'm attempting again tomorrow at lunch. So I'm looking forward to seeing the snow leopard babies.
Okay, question for a friend. If you have a friend and you have a membership, can you take the friend for free?
I think it's like you can go at a discount or something.
Oh,
but
cool.
we should totally do it when you're up here, because they
Ooh.
are the cutest things from what I can see on videos. Because I still have not seen them in person. Yeah, so I think in today's world, part of self-care is being more connected to nature. And the other day I went, I got roared at head on by a tiger, and that was the most sobering and like feeling like I'm a human moment of my life. So I
well, and they're behind a cage and you still felt that way.
It was so scary. But anyway, I've been enjoying going to the zoo, so I am looking forward to that.
Nice. I love that for you.
So anyway, that is our episode for the beginning of the year at the Stationery Cafe. We are still gonna keep doing this, I think. Our cadence have been once a month. We'll see. I've been hoping to what was I hoping? I've been hoping to make better use of my evening times this year. So hopefully that means more time to do podcast if you are free, of course.
Sweet.
So
yeah,
hopefully we can do this more this year.
Heck yes.
All right. Well, again, this is April from Penguins Creative.
And Kelly from Kellyloveletters.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.